to the DSL Racing League for the F2 Championship. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. I do apologise for being on so late. Do apologise for the late start. I had some trouble getting on tonight. But hey, we made it. We finally made it. And yeah, looking forward to another eventful F2 race. I mean, last week was just an absolute gem of a race. Absolutely loved it. Cannot wait to get this going. We are back in Montreal for the second time in a row. And why can't I see chat? What's going on? I can't see anything on chat, but we'll keep it there. Hopefully something will pop up. But guys, thank you for all the likes and the shares. We got Arsenal Dragons with the follow. Eli with the follow. That was all yesterday. Dave Finnegan, thank you for the like, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Welcome, dude. It's because you wanted to watch the Man United game tonight. Nope, that is not the case at all. Is it too late to ask if I can race? Uh, we might have an unexpected driver jump in, but I think we'll say, oh, blimey. Sorry, 1 second. Someone just asked to join. But guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. I will get going. We'll get this race underway. Just let me find my bearings. Who are we missing? We got. I'm just trying to. I think we got someone in the wrong team at the moment. Sorry, someone's jumped in the wrong team. Right. I think Carl Crito? Is that the name? Let me just find what team he's in. I need to make sure that everyone's in the right team. No, he is in the right team. That is good. That is good. Right, let me find my bearings and let me just get back. There we go. Right, there we go. Okay, so like I was saying, we're back in Canada, obviously a circuit that the F2s never go to. So it'd be interesting to see how the drivers get on, see how well they get on in these cars around this track. Obviously, a very difficult track. It is a circuit. It is a street circuit, I mean. But not so narrow as the usual street circuits such as Monaco and Singapore. So hopefully it won't be too bad. But obviously we've got that infamous Wall of Champions. And we all know how people can get that wrong. So we'll see how people go tonight. Hopefully they'll end up in the Wall of Champions and hopefully everyone will be good. We've got 13 in. We are missing. Let's see who we missing tonight. AFC Dragons, where are you racing tonight, man? Need to see who the attendance was. Sorry, chat, all over the place. Had a late start and it's kind of completely thrown me. So we got Silver Hedgehog is in. Yeah, we got Van Deen. He's in. Good. Crito or Caritio, our newcomer to the league and his first race tonight, making a debut, is in. VXR's in. Yep. We got AJ in. Good to see he's joined just in time. Kingy again has signed up. We're not even turned up. Redding's in. Fresh Agent, another newbie in the F2s for tonight. See how well he gets on. Very quick driver indeed. Hanson is in. James Mason, Lager, Angry Table will be running late. Delboy is in. Delboy in? Yep, Delboy in. Joe Westy, not seeing him. And Sterling is in. We are missing a few drivers tonight. Tired having a bath and having a night. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Let me invite, see if Westy's online, and then we'll get this race going. Won't wait any longer, guys. So I want to make sure everyone's in. Come on. Okay, well, I can't find Joe Westy anywhere. So, guys, let's not delay this anymore. Let's get this race underway. Let's ready up. Let's get going. So, drivers, ready up, and we will get this race underway. Dragstar on the Twitch side, thank you for the follow, dude. Appreciate it, man. Did no notification come up in the Discord? I get that feeling it didn't, which is just typical. Everything's going wrong tonight. Everything's going is going wrong. Just I don't know what on earth is going on. It's gonna be one of those nights, and there we go. It's finally gone live in the Discord. Finally, about time. Honestly, it's just everything's all over the place. I can't even see chat on my laptop. So there we go, guys. Drivers all readying up and ready to go. I can't even see chat anymore. Why can't I see chat on? Oh my god. Refresh chat. Nope, that's doing nothing. Facebook can't see anything. Multi-stream can't see anything. It's in read only. Oh, Arsenal Dragons, you've appeared on chat. Hey, there we go. I can see you on the Twitch side. Whoa, all the messages are popping up now. James Mason, how you doing, buddy? I got my POV of the race if you're interested in watching it after the race. Yeah, man, definitely. Scott, what time do you call this? Mate, we've been live for a while. It's just the Discord, the notification didn't go out in the Discord. So, yeah, it's all going wrong tonight, lads. It's all going wrong. I hope you guys have a better race than I'm having a stream. Right, guys, let's go to the live stream. And I tell you what, let's just get rid of my camera. We don't want to see my face during the race. I don't want to put you guys off with my handsome look, so we'll get rid of that. There you go. AJ, evening, buddy. I'm glad we were delayed. I was running late. Yeah, I know that finished. I got on just in time for you in the end, buddy. Sterling, good luck all. Yeah, good luck, drivers. Anyway, let me get into the commentating groove and find my rhythm. So here we go then, guys. Half an hour qualifying session. Obviously, it is just one session. If you're new to F2, it is just one session. There is no Q1, Q2, Q3. It is just one long half an hour session. And am I seeing super softs? Am I seeing super softs for this qualifying session? I've not seen the super softs in a long time. And I think the drivers will be using the super soft then for this qualifying session. Now, you've got to time it right in quali in F2 because you only get one set of tyre. F2 will only allow one set of tyres. So if you go out early, then the track isn't going to be rubbing in and you may lose out for those that go out later on. So I think most of the drivers are going to be sitting in the garage and chilling and just waiting for someone to blink and hopefully get the track and rub it in. Arsenal Dragons, go out and entertain me. I want to see a lot of battles. Oh, mate. You will be nothing short of battles tonight, honestly. There'll be battles all over the place. We had the first race in Zandvoort, which was just incredible. Absolutely incredible racing. I couldn't even keep up with it as someone is going out. Who is that heading up the pits? And obviously last week we had the race in Suzuka, and again, another great battle as we see Sir Smokes, the first one to head out onto the circuit. Let's see how Sir Smokes gets on. Had a really decent race last week, actually. Did really well. See how he gets on today. And before we get into his lap, let's run down the Drivers' Championship. So, top in the Drivers' Championship at the moment with 65 points is James Mason in the Prema. Then we got Del Boy as a reserve driver. He's in second place. Dick Van Deen got his first win in the last race. He sits third with 38 points. Hansen in the dams, 29 points. Lager lost count, 1, 2, 3, fifth in fifth with 24 points. Then it's AJ in the high tech, also on 24 points. So Lager and AJ both on the same points. Then it's Sterling sitting on 21 points. VXR 13 points. Angry Table 12 points. Reading 6 points. Smokes as well on 6 points. So we've got Smokes and Reading, AJ and Lager all sitting on the same points. And then we got Fatal Shot and Callum both sitting on 1 point. So there's going to be some interesting battles going on in the Drivers' Championship as we look to the Constructors. We got Kramer on 86 points leading the way. Then it's the Dams on 53 points. Carlin in third on 49 points. ART GP 44 points. High Tech on 24 points. Charouz 18 points. Trident in 14 points. So that is your constructors. As Sir Smokes then starts his first lap in the qualifying session. Exotic Agent's gonna bottle. Agent is going to be very quick, man. We know how quick Agent is. Yo, Sterling, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well, buddy. Let's get the telemetry up so I know what I'm looking at. Oh. As Smokes makes his way into the hairpin then. Down the back straight, let's see what the benchmark will be. Let's get that up and up in. There we go. Detail tyres. There we go. All good. We got Smokes into the last chicane, the wall of champions. Let's hope we don't see anyone being claimed by it. Here we go, and Smokes coming across the line. And he sets a 120.6. Who else we got out there? Believe Van Deen. Or was it Reading, rather? Let's see who is coming around the last chicane. It is Lager on a lap. He comes across the line. Can he take pole away from Smokes? Yes, he does with a 119.3. Mr. Absy, Liam, thank you for the light, dude. Hope you're doing well, mate. So Lager takes pole position early. Obviously, still a long way to go. Looking down the field, we got, I believe, it's actually Reading. Reading in down the back straight now, into the last chicane. Watch out for Crito, he's rapid in F2 cars. Oh, you've seen him race before? Okay. Alright, we'll have to keep an eye on him then. As Reading comes across the line, goes third. With one of the tridents of Crito. Wow, as Exotic says he's rapid, he's just putting a 119.0. Van Deen is out on his lap. So there you go. Exotic then. Saying that Crito is very rapid in his F2 as well. He's just putting a 119.050. That's a really good lap time. Really good lap time. Got me a laptop to try and might need some of your help, lol. I'll get with tech. Yeah, I'll try my best, man. Just, what spec did you get? I completely forgot to put the spec out on Discord, man. I do apologise. I completely forgot. So who else we got coming down the back straight? Lager, he is pitting. So everyone is now pitting again. This is the calm before the storm. Everyone all sitting tight. We know who the last runners are going to be. It's going to be James, Hansen, AJ, possibly Sterling and Delboy. They will leave it to the last couple of minutes before heading out on track. They're happy to sit tight and just let the track rubber in. As Crito then, he makes his way back into the pits. So a really good lap time there, a 119.0. Who have we got going round again? Van Deen, he's yet to set a lap time. He comes across the line and goes fourth with a 120.6. What is the race forecast? Is there any rain in the race at all? Looks like if AJ is in and as a full-time driver, I'm not getting any more wins. Or with Crito. We'll see how we go. See how we go, man. Oh, we got yellow flag just ahead. Who's the yellow flag for? Is Reading going very slowly? Reading out of fuel by the looks of it. Yes, he is. Reading is out of fuel. That's going to be a very long drive back to the pit for Reading. Fortunately, he has run out of fuel. So here we go, and then everyone in the pits just sitting and waiting. So James coming in with the weather report. We've got a dry quali, a wet sprint, and a dry feature. William, good to see you, man. I am Crito. Mate, decent lap. Decent lap to take an early pole there, man. GG's to you. We hear from Exotic that you're very rapid in these cars, dude, so we'll be keeping an eye on you. Someone's gone round again. Who's going round again? It's Van Dien. Van Dien's going round again. Is he going for the 2-lap warm-up? Let's see how much tyre life is left, but Van Dien opted to go round again. As we ride on board with him. No worries, William. Good luck to you, mate. So easy to get it wrong here, and he's out of fuel. He's out of fuel. Looks like you can't do 2 warm-up laps in these cars. The fuel tank is just not big enough. But Van Dien actually improved. I didn't see that. Van Dien's improved to 3rd place with a 20.4. So we did improve on that last lap. But unfortunately, he's got a long drive back to the pit lane. Be interesting to see how much tyre life is in these softs. Because they are the super softs, and really you're only supposed to get at least 1 lap in them. But Van Dien, I believe, doing 2 laps and managed to get a decent lap time in, and he improved. So interesting to see how they get on the super softs. It's a rarity that you actually see them. So everyone's still in the pit. As we see Reading getting pushed back into his garage. Silver Hedgehog coffee time. It certainly is, man. It certainly is. Everyone's just got their feet up on the dashboard, relaxing. Exotic, wish I could have raced. I sent messaging at 6 but delayed it as I thought it would have been too late. Sorry, man. Dude, next time let me know. If you want to be a reserve driver for Exotic, you let me know, man. And then you'll have a good chance of actually getting into one of these races, dude. If it wasn't for the rain, I'd be going pre-5. Wow, as high as that. Jeez, okay. Scott, I'm doing well, thank you, mate. I had a bit of a headache trying to get on tonight, but I'm doing well, thank you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good, man. So, thankfully, we have more action on track with Reading opting to go around again. He's not happy with his lap. Is he going to have enough life in those tyres, though, to do another lap? Be interested. We'll see how he gets on. Sound, then I can pocket agent. Go for it, man. Adam, literally have my legs on my rig. That's the annoying thing about this qualifying session and how it's run. You know, it doesn't make any sense. For me as a commentator, it's hard. When it's quiet on track, it's hard to know what to talk about. Just Reading going a little bit wide there. Doesn't want to take too much life out of these tyres. It is only his outlap. So here we go. We'll ride on board with Reading as he heads down to the final chicane. Doesn't go anywhere near the apex on entry, on exit rather. So we're going to Reading into turn 1. Nice and smooth, goes a little bit wide though, that's going to cost him a bit of time. This is very quick right and left chicane. Up to Vettel corner, as I like to call it. Oh, runs in that curve a little bit, but doing well so far. Let's see what he does for sector 2. Not seeing any greens pop up. Oh, he's hit the wall. That's lost him a chunk of time. These tyres obviously haven't got the life left in them to do another lap into the hairpin. Oh, he's sliding that car around the hairpin there. And, oh, yeah, Redding, I believe, is going to back out of that lap. So these super softs then, only good for one push lap. Wow. These tyres are not going to last 2 laps. As Redding's opting to carry on though, maybe try and get a little bit of practice in. Comes across the line. And yeah, does not improve, stays 5th. I'm going to watch United. Good luck with your race, and code agent, go bin it into a wall of champions, please. That's nice of you, Exotic. Very nice. But yeah, keep me updated on the score, please, man. That would really help. He's not snacks, Exotic. True that. So Reading just going round as Frito has decided to get out as well. Caritio, who can't, if I pronounce that wrong, I'm sorry. He's opted to go out again. Now, if he does improve, then I'll be amazed. Because again, we've seen from Reading that these tyres are not going to last another push lap. Anyway, Carito on his push lap now, all right on board with him, heading into turn 1. Keeps it nice and tight to the curb. As we head to the first chicane. Really easy to get it wrong that. As Sterling is on his outlap. We'll catch up with Sterling in just a second. And Crito has backed out of that lap. Okay, so on board with Sterling then, as he starts his first lap of the qualifying session. Let's see how he gets on. Into the first corner. Keeps it very tight to the apex. Very smooth on the exit there from Sterling as we head to the end of sector 1. Purple. Sterling has gone purple in sector 1. Can he carry it through into sector 2? He's got a little bit of traffic ahead of him. I believe it is Delboy, so Delboy is out. Coming to the end of sector 2. Will it be purple? No. Nothing coming up for sector 2. It's a little bit wide on the hairpin. Coming down the back straight then. Into the last chicane. Don't hit the wall with champions. Very smooth. Rides it right up to the apex. Comes across the line. Oh, when he goes third. Goes third with 19.8. So he lost time in sector 2 and 3. He had a purple sector 1. And then unfortunately he lost it in sector 2. Riding on board with Delboy. Oh, but he's invalidated his lap. Oh no, that's not what you want to do. Given that these tyres aren't going to last long, and Delboy will have to go round again. Oh no, Del. Not what you needed, pal. Who else we got out there? I think it is just Delboy and Sterling. Everyone else just having a coffee break. Although to be fair, we got another car heading out. We do have... Who is that heading out? Come on, let me know. It was Hansen. Hansen. Hansen on his outlap then. See what Hansen can do. will go back on board with Delboy. He's going to have to push on this lap in order to get a lap on the board. Will he have the tyre will he have the tyre life left? Let's see what his sector 1 time is as we come up to Vettel corner. Purple sector 1 for Del. Okay, it's looking good. He goes a little bit wide. He misses the apex. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. DRS is wide open then as he heads under the bridge now. Very easy to get this wrong and very easy to invalidate. So then, does Delboy carry that purple sector into 2? Does he get it? No. No, nothing coming up from sector 2 as he heads down to the back straight. Into the last chicane, Delboy goes. Let's see what Delboy can get on the board. Very smooth, that looked very smooth. And across the line. And he goes fourth. He goes fourth with a 120.3, but having that invalid lap has probably cost him a bit of time. But fourth it is for Delboy at the moment. Where's Hansen? Hansen is now on his outlap. Yellow flags in sector 1, that's Delboy going slow. No purple sectors popping up for Hansen. He's got a little bit of traffic ahead of him. He's got the Charoux ahead of him. Maybe he can get a bit of a tow down to the last chicane. Might help him out a little bit, this. Let's see if he can get that tow. He should be close enough for it. Oh, absolutely full commitment round there. Oh my god, he was so close to the World Champions. Absolutely sent it and goes fourth with that lap. Hansen, the closest one to the Wall of Champions by far. He absolutely sent it. My god, talk about full commitment. Dean, how you doing, buddy? You have no confidence tonight. Mate, it's not all about qualifying, dude. See you get on in the race, buddy. I hope it improves for you. So who else we got out there? We got Fresh Agent. He makes his debut in the DSL race. We know how quick Fresh Agent is. I know how quick Fresh Agent is. A lot of us have raced against him. We know how quick and consistent this man is. So it'd be interesting to see how he gets on. We've got a lot of yellow flags popping up. I believe that's people running out of fuel. Fresh Agent, he's quite close to the back of Hansen here. He's going to want to back out a little bit. Get a bit of space between himself. As AJ is out there on an outlap as well, but we'll stay on board with Fresh Agent. See how he gets on. Fresh Agent then beginning his first lap of the session. Into the first corner we go. Very smooth. Let's see what kind of second time he's put in. Is it going to be purple? It is going to be purple. Purple time for sector 1 then for Fresh Agent, and that looked very clean into the second chicane there, the Vettel corner. Let's see. People seem to be losing a lot of time in sector 2. Does Fresh Agent get that purple sector? Can't now. Yes, purple sector 2 then from Fresh Agent. Can he get pole away from Crito with 7 minutes remaining? Down the back straight we go then. This is going to be pole for Fresh Agent, provisional pole. Got to keep it clean into the last chicane. Oh, very smooth on the exit there. Here we go. Comes across the line. Fresh agent. Oh, he goes second. And not far off pole either. That's so close. He just drops a little bit of time in at sector 3 and goes second. How is AJ getting on as he heads to the back of sector 2? No purple sectors popping up at the moment as he rides the curb. A little bit too much on the apex, on the hairpin there. Not good enough, agent. Pretty sure I kissed the paint of all the champions. You did, mate. You did, and I caught that. AJ then. Oh, he takes it up to the wall as well. Coming across the line to go 5th. So Hansen and AJ having the balls to push it right up against the wall of champions. Who else we got out there on the new lap? We got Silver Hedgehog. He's just started his first lap of the session. Let's see how he gets on, but he's already invalidated. Oh, another one that's invalidated. That's not what you need on these tyres. You need to set that one lap straight away. Otherwise you're just not going to have the grip to go around again. It's going to cost you time. Unfortunate for Hedgehog there. Anyone else? We got VXR, James Mason, all happy to chill. Everyone else is out there or has set a lap time. Or has set a lap rather. As we've got Crito still going round, obviously for a little bit of practice. With 5 minutes to go, out of VXR and James, who's going to be the first one to blink? Who is it going to be? It's VXR. Oh no, it's James actually. James. So James comes out ahead of VXR. James Mason, our current leader in the Drivers' Championship, with some excellent wins and excellent drives, that's for sure. Can he carry it on here? See how he gets on then, as he's on his outlap. Code Agent, Exotic Planes, why are you laughing? You spun on a formation lap and finished out the points in esports race. Oh god. Oh, Exotic, I think you've set yourself up there, man. So James then heads down the back straight, getting his tyres prepped and ready for his first run of the qualifying session. VXR not far behind him as well. He's actually getting a bit of a tow from his teammate. Whether VXR want to stay there. Oh, don't get all wiggly, squiggly there, James. Don't lose it there on your outlap. Here we go then. James Mason starts his lap. Right on board with him then into turn 1. Keeps it nice and smooth. Hits the apex really well there. Chooses to use the high gear of gear 3. Get a better exit. Into the first chicane we go then. What sector time is he going to put? Into Vettel corner. Rides the apex very nicely. No purple time for sector 1. Nothing popping up just yet. Got a lot of yellow flags. We've got another Kramer, Sterling rather. I believe has run out of fuel, but gets out of the way nicely for his teammate. James then heading up to the hairpin. Down the back straight we go. How close will James get to the World Champions? Is he going to absolutely send it? So far, I'm not seeing any purple sectors. It's going to have to be a good chicane. Oh, that was very smooth from James. Across the line. Only 10th. Only 10th from James Mason. Where did he lose all that time? Is he going for the 2 lap? Is this the push lap? As VXR... Oh, VXR's invalidated. Not only invalidated his last run, but I think he's invalidated this run as well. The VXR in a bit of trouble here. Needs to get on a bit quick. Don't know whether he's going to have the fuel to do another lap. And I don't think he's definitely not going to have the time to go out again. We've got Lager up in 3rd place. 119.3. Is James opting to go around again? He is. This is his push lap. He's done a purple sector 2. Fresh Agent. Fresh Agent tops the time for 118.9. And Creto's retired. So Fresh Agent looking good for pole, and as James Mason can take it away from him in a dying minute. Here we go then. Last chicane then for James Mason. Comes across the line. Oh, he only goes 4th of that. With a 119.4, but Fresh Agent snatches pole position away then. Is there anyone else that can challenge? Lager comes across the line. Can't improve. Stays 3rd. Sterling, he's on an outlap. Van Dien in the pits. AJ's on a lap here. He comes across the line. Whether this is his lap now, I'm not sure, but stays 7th. We've got Hansen in the pit. Del Boy in the pit. Hedgehog back out there again. Still needs to set a lap time. Last chicane then for Hedgehog. DRS is wide open. Comes across the line. Oh, he starts his lap now, rather. So Hedgehog is on his lap. He needs to get something on the board here. VXR's in the pit. And I think with that, VXR will be starting 13th then. Wow. Exotic, go Agent. No point in me going back out. I am validated on the last corner. Oh, mate. That's so unlucky, dude. So unlucky, man. I wish you all the best for the race, buddy. Can anyone challenge Fresh Agent? James Mason out of fuel. Anyone else on the lap? Sterling. Where's AJ? AJ looks like he's still pushing. These tyres are not going to have the life though, but we'll see if he can improve. But no, AJ goes straight into the pits, so no improvement for AJ. Van Dien has left the session. Let's get him back in. Sterling on the lap. Nothing popping up though, no purple sectors from Sterling. What's Lager doing? Lager has invalidated and is out of fuel. And again, I don't think Hedgehog got a lap time in either. Oh, we did with 122.4, so he'll start 12th. Oh, and Sterling's in the wall. Oh dear. Sterling losing it on the exit of the hairpin and has gone straight into the wall. Did 2 warm-ups, but didn't go as planned. Mate, what happened? You were looking good in Sector 2. Sterling has retired and parks the car up on the side. So there you go then, guys. On debut, Fresh Agent takes pole position away from Creto, who will line up in 2nd place. Lager 3rd. 4th is James Mason. 5th is Sterling. 6th, Dick Van Dien. AJ in 7th. And look at that, 7th and 8th, AJ and Hansen. Oh, that's going to be it's going to be a good battle between them two. Del Boy in 9th. So Smokes 10th. Redding is 11th. Silver Hedgehog 12th. And VXR, invalidating both laps, will start 13th. So that is your grid then, guys, for the sprint race. Look at the gap between Fresh Agent and Creto there. Not a lot separates them two. Will it be the same in the race? Now, I've been informed that it's going to be a wet sprint, so anything can happen. Guys, do not ready up until I say so, okay? Do not ready up. Give it a couple of minutes and wait until I say. Then, whoops, yeah. Unlucky there, Sterling. Unlucky, mate. AJ ruined it early in Sector 2, though. Oh, mate. Unlucky, dude. You did the double run as well. Yeah, the double runs, I don't think work out in these F2 cars. Oh my god. Look at that. It is raining. It is going to be a wet sprint. This could be chaos, but let's fingers crossed that everyone gets around safely on the first lap. Be interesting to see what presets these guys are actually running, given that it is raining. Normally the drivers would opt for a lower preset of preset 2. Alright then drivers, if you're ready, let's get this race going. Good luck to you all. Keep it clean. And let's hope for a good race. Oh yeah, AJ, you would have been, yeah, yeah, 5 would have been lethal, man. So, yeah, luckily you didn't go with it. Obviously it's a wet race, so anything can happen. Anything can happen. So it is a formation lap. As the drivers take us away, I will run us down the grid one more time. Right then, so here we go. Let's turn it on a little bit. Here we go then for the sprint race. So obviously it is top 10 reversed for the sprint race with Smokes lining up on pole position. Then we got Delboy in second place, Hansen in third, AJ, let's see how he gets on in fourth place, Van Dien in fifth, suffering with confidence. I don't think the rain is going to help him at all, but we'll see how he gets on. Mr. Sterling lining up in sixth place, and the rapid James Mason down in seventh. Eighth is Lager, and our newbie Crito in ninth, with another newbie Fresh Agent lining up in 10th. Reading in 11th, Hedgehog 12th, and rounding out the grid is VXR. So that is your grid then for the start of the feature, of the sprint rather. And oh boy, this could prove to be a very, very tricky race for the drivers indeed, but we'll see how they get on. As Smokesen takes us up to the grid, this is a case of seeing who can park and who can't park. Hopefully we get a better camera. There we go. As the drivers line up then for the start of the sprint. Let's see who gets the better getaway. Keep it clean, guys. Good luck to you all. Here we go then. The lights are on. And it's away we go for the sprint as Hansen gets a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. Not a good start for Hansen. Smokes with a really good start as pulled off the line. AJ up to second. What a great start from Smokes and AJ. We got Delboy in third. Hanson with that jump start is up to fourth. Van Dien in fifth. Crito sixth. Well, Crito's up to sixth already. Sterling seventh. Eighth is James. Lager in ninth. Fresh Agent 10th. As we've got James and Lager battling it out. Oh my god, the drivers all over the place at the moment as the tyres are still pretty cold. James is going to send it up the inside of Lager. Lager will get the inside for the next corner and holds it, but he's got Fresh Agent right on his gearbox as we see Sterling getting all squiggly on the exit. He can't get any traction control down. He's just sitting duck at the moment. Sterling, Fresh Agent all queuing behind him. Fresh Agent going down the inside of Sterling. Sterling's gone wide and Fresh Agent takes that position away. Oh my god, everyone's all over the place at the moment as AJ takes the lead then of the race. They didn't see that. AJ has taken the lead from Smokes. Crito is up to third already. Wow. Absolutely crazy. This is incredible stuff. AJ pulling away then. Smokes is holding up Crito here, but Crito's going to look down the inside as we head into the first chicane. Smokes is pitting. Smokes is in the pit. What's happened there? So Smokes got damage. Hanson's in the pit to serve his penalty, I believe. AJ then sets the fastest lap of 1:41.9. He's then got Crito up behind him in second place. Look at these two though. We got Van Dien, Lager, Fresh Agent, all queuing up here. Wow, that was an absolute crazy start, I must say. Absolute crazy. Great stuff. It's now 1-1. What's 1-1? Are you talking about the football match? Oh my god, you're joking, aren't you? Never mind, VAR ruled it out. So we 1-0 up. Anyway, back to the race. As, look at this, Van Dien is pushing Delboy around. What's happened to Lager? Lager and James battling out here. James on the outside. Lager on the inside. Who's going to back out? I don't think any of them are, but Lager actually gives way then. And James Mason takes 6th place. So, Fresh Agent now and Van Dien both get past Delboy. Delboy's on the inside though. Fresh Agent, he's not going to give that place up easy. Fresh Agent's gone wide. And Delboy, great move there, but it's going to get a bad exit. And Fresh Agent, with the better exit, takes that position back. Let's have a look at Crito and AJ as these two are going side by side into the wall. Oh, as Crito had to go over the bumps there, couldn't make the corner. These two having a great old scrap as Crito then sets the fastest lap. Oh, this is going to be a good bout between these two, folks. Wow, what a start. As we look back to Van Dien and a Fresh Agent. As AJ gets a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corner. Oh, that's not what he needed. If he does go on to lead this race to the end, 3-second time penalty is not what he needed. As Van Dien and Fresh Agent still battling it out here. Is Fresh Agent going to make a lunge into the next corner? Remember, it's wet conditions, so DRS is not available. The drivers will have to make the moves on their own with no help of DRS as we head into the hairpin, and Crito makes the move then for first place. AJ looked like he was going very slowly there. So Crito then takes the lead away from AJ as we got Van Dien, Fresh Agent still battling it out. We got moves down the field, and actually VXR is now up to 8th place. To 8th place already. He's made up 5 positions in 3 laps. What a great start then for VXR. These two still so close. We've got to be so careful though. I'm going to look down further down the field. We've got James Mason and Lager both battling out as well. Oh, James getting a little bit all over the place as he comes out of turn 2. Liger's just sitting behind him, maybe trying to put the pressure on James, hoping for James to make a mistake. Liger's gonna. Oh, we thought about going up the inside, but backed out of it. Oh my goodness me, we're getting a train building here with Van Dien leading it. These guys having a mighty old scrap. As James has gone a little bit wide, that's going to cost him Del Boy with a penalty now as well. Track limits are very tight around this circuit, I must say. Reading with... Oh, Lager! Lager's gone off. Lager getting on the grass, and he has lost a chunk of time to James Mason. Fresh agent Van Dien. Van Dien is holding up very well, I must say, as we head to the last chicane. When will Fresh Agent think about making the move? As Crito then 4 seconds up the road with another fastest lap. Fresh Agent has another look. Van Dien doesn't fall for it. Holds the line. Oh, but Van Dien's gone wide there and has let Fresh Agent up on the inside. Fresh Agent on the inside then. And... Oh, but Fresh Agent's gone wide. Is that going to let Van Dien back through? No, it doesn't. So Fresh Agent takes that position away, but James Mason coming back under pressure from Lager. Oh, it's hard to keep up with these guys. I'm going to look further down the field. We got Reading. Sterling's dropped all the way down to 10th. He's dropped 4 places. Silver Hedgehog is up 1. Hansen down 9, obviously serving that penalty. And so Smokes back in the pit again. Smokes having a torrid time at the moment. What can AJ do though? 6 seconds now behind Crito. Fresh Agent has caught right up to the back of AJ. As these guys are like the closest on track at the moment. Can Fresh Agent make a move? He's going to want to get past AJ pretty quickly if he's going to want to hunt down Crito. Only 14 laps in the sprint race, so the drivers have to get it on a bit quick. As Lager getting a good toe off the back of James into turn 1. Again, thinks about it, but then backs out of it at the last minute. Maybe trying to sell James a bit of a dummy there. But James doesn't fall for it and holds his line. James again, really struggling on exit as he come up the hill there. The driver's still sliding all over the place. We go back on board with Fresh Agent. Looking at the back of AJ's car. Fresh Agent's got to get on with it as Smokes gets another 3-second time penalty. A lot of drivers being caught out by track limits. Where will Fresh Agent make the move? Is it going to be into the hairpin? Oh, it might be. Fresh Agent a little bit later on the brakes, opts to go around the outside. Now we've seen that the outside is the better line out of the hairpin. And oh, Fresh Agent's onto the grass though. That's not going to help him out at all. And has dropped a huge amount of time. Van Dien's up on Fresh Agent as well. Has that cost Agent another place? Van Dien on the inside. Oh, but Fresh Agent. Wow, clean driving from these guys to keep it. GG's. Like to see that. Fresh Agent Van Dien still side by side as they head up into turn 1. Fresh Agent on the inside. But now Van Dien will get the inside. It's going to get squeezed up against the apex. And James Mason looking up the outside of Van Dien. But Van Dien shuts the door on James. Oh my god. These 4 are in a race on their own at the moment. Absolutely great stuff. As James Mason now gets his first time penalty of the race. But Lager's got a penalty as well, so that won't drop him too much. We've got yellow flags. Oh, that's Smoke. Smokes is DNF'd. Is this going to cause a safety car? We've got yellow flags in sector 3. No safety car. Squito sets another fastest lap as Smokes' AI pulls off track then. Look at this now. Fresh Agent back with AJ again. And then James, Van Dien and James going side by side into turn 1. I don't know where to look. VXR gets a time penalty now. As actually fact, looking back, these three are slowly getting close to each other. We've got Redding slowly closing down VXR. But these guys still your closest battle on track. James Mason looks down the inside but backs out of it. Fresh Agent still right up behind AJ. Must be getting so frustrated here. Will Agent go around the outside again as Hedgehog gets his first penalty? Up to the hairpin we go then. And again, Fresh Agent later on the brakes. Opts to go for the outside. Does he get the exit right this time? He does. And he takes away second place from AJ, who's falling back to James Mason and Van Dien. These two are side by side as they head to the last chicane. James on the inside makes the move stick. So can AJ fight off James, who's absolutely flying at the moment. Lager's dropped back a little bit. Not sure what happened to Lager there. He's lost a little bit of time to Van Dien. As AJ's gone very wide again at turn 1. James Mason coming under pressure from Van Dien. Sterling gets a time penalty. What can James do here? He's right up behind AJ here. And the rain stopped. The rain has stopped. We're on the 9th lap here. And the rain has stopped. Interesting. How quickly will this track dry up then? As Crito now, 13 seconds is the gap between himself and Fresh Agent. Wow, what a drive. But yes, the rain has definitely stopped. Crito gets a penalty. His first time penalty then for Crito. And he sets the fastest lap. Keep your eye on as Lager's up to pit. Lager's jumped into the pit. Is he going for the gamble? Does he think it's drying up? Let's see what tyres then Lager goes on to. If this is a good call, then Lager could be looking good here. So here we go then. Lager into the pits. What's he going on to? Yes, he is. Lager then, the first driver to go on to the dry tyre. What a bold call here. Keep your eye on this. Keep your eye on Lager. Let's see how he gets on with, as we got James Mason still can't get past AJ. So let's see where Lager is. Is he struggling at all? Let's have a look as he goes into the first chicane. Oh, we've got a car off. As Lager gets another penalty. Oh, it's Hansen. Hansen's off. Does that mean that yes, people are pitting. People are definitely pitting. We've got Hedgehog in the pit. Sterling as well in the pit. It's obviously getting to the point now where the drivers think the dry tyre is the quickest. Crito carries on. Now, does Fresh Agent opt to do the undercut and go onto the dries? But Crito still setting the fastest lap. No, Fresh Agent carries on. DRS is enabled. Oh, Fresh Agent! Oh my god. How did he hold that? I think it's time for dries. I think it's time for dries. James Mason's in the pit. AJ's opted to carry on. So James is pitting. Van Dien is pitting as well. Oh my goodness me. Where is Lager though? Lager coming in to the last chicane. This might work out a treat for him. Is he going to jump James? There's James there. Lager does jump James. He does. He makes his way up to 4th place. What a call from Lager. That's just absolutely boosted himself up to P4. We've still got AJ, Fresh Agent, and Creto all out on the inters. On the wet tyre, rather. The gap is 18 seconds from Lager to Creto. Creto carries on. Creto's carrying on the wets. What's Fresh Agent going to do? Creto's still setting the fastest lap. Fresh Agent opts to pit. But Creto, on the wet still setting the fastest lap. But the track is bone dry. How is he doing this? Let's just ride on board with him. Oh, he's got to be struggling now. The track is bone dry. Surely he doesn't think he can go all the way to the end. Surely. But AJ also carrying on the wets. We got Lager setting the fastest lap time. Oh my god. Don't tell me Creto and AJ are going to try and opt it out to the end of the race on these wet tyres. This might be very close. This might be a very close finish. Keep your eye on Lager. He's 14 seconds behind Creto. Oh, there's no way. I can't see AJ and Creto going to the end of the wet. Surely not. Well, we'll see. Fresh Agent then. He's back out on the softs. Let's just have a look at the tyres. See if everyone should be, apart from AJ and Creto, on the softer tyre. Oh no, Redding's opting to stay out on the wets as well. So Redding, AJ and Creto all staying out on the wet tyre. But now Creto opts to pit. Creto's in the pit. Look at the state of the wet tyres. They are looking awful at the moment. No way. No way. AJ still opting to stay out on the wet tyre. AJ, oh mate, I mean, fair play to you, man. Lager then sets the fastest lap of the race, boosted him up to 3rd place. Creto comes out in 2nd. Fresh Agent. Oh, Fresh Agent is closing Lager down, but 3-second gap, and we're on the penultimate lap. Don't think it's going to be enough. What can AJ do? Oh my, there's no way. There's no way AJ's going to hold this. He's got a penalty, but then Creto has a penalty as well. So it's all to fight for here. AJ, I don't know if I don't think you're going to hold this, man. But fair play to you, mate, for carrying on the wets. You've got a 5-second gap between yourself and Lager. Creto then, yep, already on the back of AJ. Is AJ just hoping to hold on to 2nd place? DRS is enabled. Creto didn't get it this lap. Look at that. You can see how the difference is between Creto and AJ and where they're braking, as Creto then on the inside of AJ as we start the last lap of the race and takes back the lead. I don't know what the penalties are. What is the penalty situation between Creto and AJ? We'll have to find out at the end of the race. Lager gets another 3-second time penalty. These penalties might cost Lager a podium because we do have Fresh Agent with no penalties. So Fresh Agent is probably looking good for third place as it stands. Van Dien has got James Mason for company on the last lap. James Mason's got DRS. As Van Dien's a little bit wide there. James on the inside, up to the hairpin. Oh, hang on a minute. It depends though if Van Dien's going to get DRS here. I don't know. Let's see if he does. No, he doesn't. James gets it, but back up front, Kritolen takes his win on his debut race. We got AJ coming to the line. Is he going to hold second? Yes, he does. Lager. Oh no, Fresh Agent's taken second, but AJ still on the podium though, and has opted to stay on the wets all the way to the end, and it keeps him on the podium. Lager got the first one to go in for the dry tyre, goes up to fourth. An absolute great strategy call from him, but unfortunately those penalties costing him. James in fifth, Van Dien in at sixth. Del Boy seventh, eighth is Redding, also another driver that opted to stay on the wet tyre. BXR in ninth. Hansen comes home in 10th. 11th is Hedgehog. Sterling in 12th. AJ, man, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe you did that. I thought you were crazy doing that, man. But geez. That there is driver of the day stuff. I have to admit. Lager with the great call to come onto the dries when he did. But unfortunately, those penalties cost him. And AJ sticking on the wet tyre and remaining on the podium. Lager just missed his braking point and then decided he couldn't come back on circuit and pitted. Well, it was the best call. Whatever he did, it was the best call because that really boosted him up there. He was down in sixth and then he made that call and it worked a treat. But GG's then to Crito, Fresh Agent and AJ are top three of the sprint. Wow. Wow. I mean, what a race. Another great race. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I still can't believe AJ stayed on the wets for that long. Same with Redding as well. Redding did really well, stayed on the wets and got a brilliant 8th place. You guys are crazy. Absolutely crazy. But GG's to all of you. Well done. Some great racing. Great stuff. Yeah. Another mega watch. Whew. Yeah, Agent, the only one without penalties. Yeah, GG's to him. Kept it very clean. We had Lager with 9 sets of penalties. Blimey. Oh, if only he didn't have that penalties, it could have been on for Lager. It really could have been on with that great strategy call. So here we go, guys. The feature race. Obviously, guys, do not ready up until I tell you to. Do not ready up. Wait until I say. So the feature race is obviously now the qualifying positions with Fresh Agent on pole, Crito in second, and obviously strategy becomes more of a factor in this race. So it'll be interesting to see what the drivers go on. I'm going to get a drink of water, guys. Give me 5 seconds and I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, thank you very much for waiting, we do appreciate it. Alright then guys, let's ready up, let's get this feature race underway. Good luck to you all again, and let's get going. Alright then, here we go again then. So, the start of the feature race, and we will bring you a rundown of the grid for the final time this evening. So, here we go then, obviously in the qualifying session, right at the end, Fresh Agent stole pole away from Crito, finishing third in the sprint as well, and the only driver not to get any penalties. Let's see how he gets on in the feature race. Crito, wrong controller. Crito in a second, a very dominant performance in the sprint. This guy has some wicked pace. Let's see how he does from second. Lager made a brilliant strategy call in the sprint race, but unfortunately the penalties caused him to lose out on the podium position. Let's see how he does in the feature. Let's see if he gets on the podium this time around. James Mason in fourth. We had some great battles with James Mason in the sprint between himself, Van Dien and Lager. Sterling, unfortunately, had a horrible start, but he starts in the fifth position then for the feature. Let's see if he has a better race. Van Dien in sixth place, but the guy that had no confidence did pretty well in the sprint. AJ stayed on the wets to the very last minute, even when the track was bone dry, and it carried him to a brilliant podium place. Let's see if AJ can get back on the podium in these dry conditions. Hansen jump start at the start of the sprint, and unfortunately that dropped him down a couple of places. Let's hope he doesn't do the same again at this time around. Down to ninth is Delboy. Smokes obviously DNF'd in the feature race. Hopefully he'll be able to get around safely this time around. Redding in 11th, Hedgehog is 12th, and VXR in 13th. So there you go then guys, that is your grid for the final time, and we are ready for lights out, and the lights are up, and it's go for the feature race. Fresh Agent with the decent start, but actually Crito having a better start. Justin is on the outside of turn one, and he makes the move. Crito on the inside here. Fresh Agent will get the better traction off the outside. Does he hold position? Crito on the inside, he's not going to give this up. Fresh Agent holds P1 then from Crito. Lager in third. Fourth is James Mason, but Crito isn't giving it up just yet. He's down the inside of Vettel corner. Fresh Agent on the inside for the next part, but Crito will do the switchback. Is he going to get the better exit? Fresh Agent isn't going to give this up. Neither is Crito as we end under the bridge. Oh my god, they're going side by side into the second chicane. Little bit of contact. Crito goes sideways. Lager's had to run onto the curb to avoid Crito. Oh my god, as we got James Mason taking advantage of Lager's little mistake there. He goes down the inside, up to the hairpin. Lager on the outside. We've seen it's the better line. And Lager gains that position back then from James Mason. We got Van Dien also looking up the inside of James Mason. Is he going to make a move? He's gone to the inside as we head down to the last chicane. Oh, but opted to back out of it. Hansen in sixth. He's queuing up behind Van Dien. AJ. And then we got Delboy in 8th, Smokes in 9th, 10th is Sterling, Hedgehog in 11th, 12th is VXR, Redding in 13th, and Fresh Agent up the inside of Crito. These two are battling out all the way here. These two are so close. This is going to be a mega race between these two. We got Smokes is out already. Smokes is out. What has happened there? We got Sterling all the way down in 12th. What on earth has happened? And Sterling's out. Sterling's hit the wall. Oh god, and Smokes has left the session, which is something we do not allow. Oh no, what has happened there? Sterling has hit the wall, lost his front wing. Back up front with Fresh Agent, still fending off Crito. As we head, Sterling has retired from the session as well. That's so unfortunate to see. Not sure what happened. These two, again, battling it out. Oh my goodness me. Guys, strap yourselves in. This is going to be a hell of a race between these two. As we head up to the Wall of Champions. Is Crito going to make another lunge? Sterling hit the back of me. Okay, keep out of chat. If you got any kind of clips, then please do send them in and we will look at them. So Fresh Agent still holding off Crito. James Mason in third. And we got Van Dien up to fifth now. So Hansen's got past Lager. And is looking very racy at the moment. As he puts... but Hansen's just got himself a penalty as soon as I say that. But Hansen's still looking very racy. DRS is enabled this lap. And Dean's going to come under a hell of a lot of pressure. And Hansen almost pushing him around the next couple of corners. Will Hansen make the move up the inside? He has a look but thinks better of it. Meanwhile, back up front with Crito. Crito will get DRS down the back straight. Will he opt to make a move or will he wait till the last corner? To the last DRS zone, I mean. He does. He's going to wait for the second DRS zone, which is here. DRS is enabled. I don't think Fresh Agents can have an answer to this. Here we go. Crito down the inside. Oh, they're still side by side. You're having a laugh. Crito on the outside. Fresh Agent on the inside. Little bit of contact there. But Fresh Agent, he still holds P1 away from Crito. Crito into the first chicane. They're still side by side. And Fresh Agent still holds on to the lead. James Mason now looking up at Crito. Is James Mason going to send it up the inside? No, he doesn't. Oh my god, what is going on here? Yeah, I know I didn't actually mean it, Smokes. I know I didn't actually mean it. Just fair enough. I get why you did it, but I didn't actually mean it. Just send the clip in, mate, and we'll have a look at it. Sterling, don't uninstall the game, man. Don't do that, buddy. There's really no need for that, man. Unfortunately, mate, you just had some really bad luck, dude. And I hope it changes for you soon, pal. But please don't uninstall the game, man. You know we all love racing with you, buddy, so don't uninstall it, pal. As we got Fresh Agent and Crito still going side by side. Crito up on the inside for turn 1. Is he going to make the move stick this time? Yes, he does. He takes P1. James Mason looking up the outside of Fresh Agent. Doesn't make the move stick though. And Crito takes P1. Meanwhile, Van Dien. What's happened to Hansen? Hansen's dropped back. He's now in 6th. What is going on? And Van Dien holding well. Oh, no way. Who is that? Who's that going slowly? It's Fresh Agent. Fresh Agent going very slowly there. What has happened? So James Mason's up to 2nd place. Fresh Agent now gets a time penalty for cutting the corner. What happened to Fresh Agent? Van Dien still under pressure from Lager. Lager up the inside of Van Dien. Van Dien going around the outside. He's going to get a better exit. Oh my god. Lager, Van Dien side by side as we head to the last chicane. Lager's got DRS though. Oh, I don't think Van Dien's going to have any kind of answer here. As we head to the last chicane, back Lager on the inside. And Lager makes the move stick. Now Van Dien's going to come under pressure from Hansen. Van Dien still hasn't got DRS here. Hansen going to go down the inside of Van Dien into turn 1. Can Van Dien? Oh, he just about holds it into turn 1. Now into turn 2. Oh my god, Fresh Agent's trying to get in the mix as well. Is Van Dien going to hold it into the chicane? Oh, Hansen on the outside. He takes a position away and Fresh Agent takes it away. But now Fresh Agent making a move on Hansen. Oh my god, as Fresh Agent heads into Vettel corner. Does he make the move stick? On the outside now. Oh, they're still side by side, but Fresh Agent makes the move stick. Oh, and now Van Dien's coming under pressure from Del Boy. Oh, Fresh Agent takes 2 cars in a amount of corners and is now up to 4th. Wow, what racing that is. You can't beat this. This is great stuff. James Mason actually holding on to the back of Creto and is closing in. We'll keep an eye on James Mason in just a second, as these lot are still fighting it out. Fresh Agent will not have DRS, but Hansen has. But so has Van Dien and Del Boy. Could it be reversed? Oh no, Hansen's lost it on the last chicane and is in the wall. Oh no, Hansen was looking so good as well. As Van Dien now is up to 5th and Hansen's dropped all the way down to 11th place. That is so unfortunate. It was looking very good for Hansen. Very good. But look at this. James Mason up on the back of Creto here. Creto seems to be struggling. AJ gets a 3-second time penalty. That's his first penalty of the race. AJ down in 8th. But look at this. James Mason is going to challenge Creto here for the lead. Has James Mason gone for a higher preset, sacrificed the sprint, and gone for a higher preset for the feature? Because Creto is looking very slow on the straights at the moment, I must say. James Mason with DRS. Will James Mason make a move into turn 1? This is looking good for James Mason currently. Or is it a case that Kretos has used all his tyres battling Fresh Agent? But look at this, James Mason is pushing Creto around the second corner. Up the hill! Oh my god, James, well held. But if you want to give me a heart attack, carry on. Because, Jesus, how did you save that? That's cost you time though, buddy. Oh, mate. How GG's for holding that. Looking down the field now, Fresh Agent has got a gap now to Van Dien. Del Boy second behind. VXR in 7th. AJ down in 8th. Silver Hedgehog in 9th. Redding in 10th. And unfortunately, with that spin, Hansen has dropped all the way down to 11th place. It was looking very good for Hansen as Del Boy picks up a penalty for corner cutting. Meanwhile, back on board with these two, James is slowly catching back up to Creto. As we head to the start-finish, James Mason got DRS. Will not be close enough to make a move. Fresh Agent's opted to pit. So Fresh Agent, the first driver to pit. Going for the undercut is Fresh Agent. So Fresh Agent then will go on to the softer tyre. Ooh, a little bit of a hold there for Fresh Agent. Not the cleanest of pit exits, but Hansen gets another time penalty. So we'll see how Fresh Agent gets on. Meanwhile, back up top, these two still fighting it out. As Del Boy is actually closed up onto the back of Van Dien. But these two are the closest on track at the moment. These two don't want to be battling too much. They will be losing time to Fresh Agent. James and with DRS. When will these two up to pit? Will Creto come in first and James try the overcut? Oh, as Creto's picked up a penalty. Creto has picked up a penalty going over the first chicane. That has played right into James's hands then. So Creto with a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. As we look down, Delboy challenging Van Deen. Right on the back as AJ's up to 6th because VXR is now in the pit. So VXR second driver to pit. AJ up to 6th now because of it. These two, Van Deen and Delboy, battling it out. Can Van Deen hold off Delboy? Back up front then, James Mason. Still on the back of Creto. These guys are going to be losing time to Fresh Agent. They've got to be careful here. They don't want to lose too much time, otherwise they might be undercut. The undercut from Fresh Agent might actually work if these two start battling. James Mason again with DRS, but Creto had a really good exit out of the hairpin there. As we head up to the Wall of Champions. Oh, James getting mightily close there. As we head to turn 1. Let's have a look at the interval gap between everyone and the leader. So, Fresh Agent currently 32 seconds behind Creto. So at the moment, these two will get ahead of Creto. It's Hansen now in the pit. Fresh Agent now with the fastest lap of the race, a 1:20.4. Surely these two will see that as a warning. Surely they got a pit. Oh, as I have just realised that actually these two are already on the soft tyre. I did not see that. Yes, sorry, these two are on the soft tyre. They started on the softs, my bad. So they will be going longer. And obviously they will be on the super softs at the end. So ignore what I just said because I got that completely wrong. I did a crofty. As Delboy's got past Van Deen. But Van Deen has got DRS. As we head into the last chicane. Great exit for Van Deen here. Up the side of Delboy into turn 1. Now Delboy's going to have the outside line. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Delboy on the inside. Van Deen on the outside. And is Del going to make it stick? I can't see. I think we're still side by side. Van Deen, Delboy's still there. And takes the fourth away. But great battling from these two to keep it clean going side by side for that chicane. Great stuff. Great stuff. But Van Deen doesn't have any penalties and Delboy does. So Van Deen doesn't really need to fight it. Only needs to stick between 3 seconds. So Van Deen still looking good for fourth. Just needs to keep it clean. Lager 5 seconds behind Creto. Let's have a look at the intervals. So Lager 4.3 behind James Mason. And James Mason has opted to pit. And we'll go on the super softs. Feels a little bit early for the super softs. I might be wrong. I've never raced on these tyres. But seems a little bit early. So James Mason opting for the undercut. The question is though, where is Fresh Agent going to come out? Obviously his tyres are 3 lap old. But James Mason's going to be on the super softs, and yeah, James Mason comes out well ahead of Fresh Agent. See how long these tyres go, these super softs actually go. Kind of bit in the unknown with the super softs. Not sure how far they're going to go, but seems a little bit early maybe for the super softs. I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong. We'll see how he goes. We got Hansen on the super softs as well. AJ is coming out the pit on the super softs. So maybe it is the right time then. We'll see. Does Crito pick this lap, or does he opt to carry on? He pits, so Crito comes into the pit then. Let's see, Del Boy and Van Dien, these two are still fighting, and these two are going to pit. Surely they're going to pit this lap. Oh, Van Dien right up behind. So Del Boy pits, but Van Dien carries on. Interesting. Van Dien doesn't pit. Goes a lap longer and takes the lead of the race then. Crito just coming out the pits. James Mason. Is James Mason going to take the lead of the Grand Prix here? Oh, it's going to be close. Crito on the outside just holds James Mason up. James Mason off, and look at that, proving really that the undercut is very good around here. Now let's see, Crito's tyres are going to be cold compared to James Mason. Can James Mason take advantage of it? Looking back from James Mason's Prima. Don't really know why we're looking back. Let's see then as we head up to the hairpin. Can James Mason close in on Crito? Looks to me like Crito is actually pulling away here. It's a really good exit out of the hairpin, does Crito. But James Mason just clinging to the DRS. And Van Dien should be pitting this lap. He does. For Van Dien. Opts to pit. Crito still leading the race then from James Mason. James Mason still there, still putting the pressure on as Fresh Agent sets the fastest lap and is right on the gearbox of Lager. But Lager on the super softs here. And Fresh Agent on the softs, but these super softs, they won't last too long. You'd think the softs will have better life towards the end. Let's see, where did Del Boy come in relation to Van Dien? And Van Dien's actually dropped behind VXR and Del Boy. So Del Boy pitting when he did has got him out ahead of Van Dien. So the undercut proving to be very strong around this track. As Hansen picks up another penalty. Oh, Lager's gone wide there and hasn't had the best of exits. Fresh Agent looking to eye up Lager with the DRS open. James Mason still putting the pressure on Crito. We have 4 laps to go here. It looks like Lager's just about going to hold off Fresh Agent for another lap. As we got Redding in the pits now. Silver Hedgehog in the pit as well. Van Dien gets a penalty. Van Dien hunting down VXR. Let's have a look. AJ Hansen, 8th and 9th. Redding coming out of the pits on the super soft. Hedgehog as well. Ooh, not the best getaway for Hedgehog. Gonna cost him a little bit of time. Crito still leads this race then. Just. He has James Mason still hunting him down. Lager holding third at the moment, but Fresh Agent still bearing down. A little bit of contact Fresh Agent goes into the back of Lager. And now Fresh Agent, I think, is going to make the move in to the first chicane. DRS is wide open for Fresh Agent. Looks to the outside. Lager on the inside. Lager takes the inside. Fresh Agent tries to get the better exit. DRS available to him. Is he going to make the move? Again, Fresh Agent. Too far away as he heads into turn 1. Is there a preset difference here? Fresh Agent struggles to close down Lager on the straights. Whether that's because of a preset difference, I'm not sure, but it's like Fresh Agent really does struggle, even with DRS open. So Lager holds on to third. James Mason, 4 tenths behind Creto. Not a lot of laps remaining. Looking down the field. Still got Fresh Agent putting the pressure on Lager. Oh my goodness me, but this is the closest James has been. He's within 2 tenths of Creto. Into the hairpin we go. DRS activated for James. James has got to get on with this quick. We are running out of laps. Into the first chicane. Good exit from both drivers. The DRS is open. Fresh Agent gets a penalty as he gets past Lager into the first chicane. Oh, James is pushing Creto there. Got so close. So Fresh Agent is now past Lager. And Lager now receives another penalty. James Mason, the only driver out there with no penalties at the moment. Oh, did Fresh Agent just hit the wall there? It looked like he clipped the wall. Has that given him any damage? I don't see any on the car. I think Fresh Agent got away with that. Meanwhile, back with James Mason. Can't keep your eye off these guys. They are nip and tuck. It is so close. But Creto, I must say, holding off James Mason. Keeping his head as well. But James doesn't have any penalties here. Creto does. So at the moment, James has this race in the bag. He just needs to keep it clean. Doesn't want to risk anything trying to get past Creto. As we head on to the penultimate lap here. Del Boy receives another time penalty. There's so many penalties tonight. But all respect to James for keeping it within the track limits. As AJ gets a penalty as well. There's so many penalties left, right and centre. Does James though? Does James take the win on track, or does he opt just to sit behind and let the penalty do its thing and give James the win? He doesn't need to risk it. He just needs to sit there. But of course, when you're a driver, you want to get it done on track regardless. As we head to the back straight, James with DRS will not be close enough to make a move. Meanwhile, Lager's caught up to the back of Fresh Agent as Fresh Agent made a mistake. Lager then, with DRS, can he get back at Fresh Agent? Tries to sell him the dummy, bit too far back. Depends on the exit that Lager gets here. DRS open, Creto gets another penalty. As the Creto and James still close together. James has just got to keep it on track. Doesn't want to afford to make any mistakes now. And the win's in the bag. As we go into Vettel corner for the last time. James Mason driving a stellar race. with no penalties and is looking likely to get the race. Just needs to keep it clean. Oh my god, as he gets squiggly on the exit. Tries to give me another heart attack, but keeps it. We head now into the hairpin. Reading FC with a time penalty. Here we go then. Down the back straight for the last time. I think James Mason has just backed out. Knows he's going to get the race win. Into the chicane. Nice and clean from James and Crito. So there we go then. James is weaving already. He already knows. James Mason comes home to take the feature race win. His third race win or fourth race win actually of the league. I'll have to check that. But GG's to James. No penalties and gets the race win. Crito with those penalties has cost him the race win and sits in second place. James Lager actually gets third from Fresh Agent. Possibly to do with penalties. Fresh Agent then drops to fourth. Van Deen is promoted to fifth. BXR up to sixth. Delboy in seventh then. AJ eighth. Hansen eighth. AJ ninth. Sorry, all the penalties are coming through. Reading in 10th. And Silver Hedgehog will come through in 11th. Code Agent, yes, GG's to James for no penalties, keeping a cool head and taking the race win. GG's to everyone. GG's. Another great race. Some really good battles again. Absolutely enjoyed that. Brilliant stuff. That was an ending. That was an ending. My voice is starting to go again. Tell you what, you guys are going to give me a heart attack. Some of you guys losing it and somehow keeping it. I think James did it twice and someone else did it. Oh, I don't know how you held it. But there you go then, guys. James Mason is your feature race winner. Quito in second and Lager on the podium in third. GG's, guys. GG's, James. Well done, lad. Scott, well done. GG's, buddy, on the podium. Great racing again, guys. I can't. Just brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. These F2 cars are proving to be an absolute joy to watch. You guys are proving to be an absolute joy to watch. Incredible driving from everyone. Fair play. We had drivers going side by side through some of the chicanes and keeping it clean. And yeah, just awesome stuff, guys. Awesome stuff. And it just makes it hard work for me to pick a driver of the day. It really does. But there you have it, guys. There is your feature race result. GG's all. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, James, I know you like to give me a heart attack. Even when we're racing together, you like to give me a heart attack. One day you might actually give me a real one. I did it on the last lap. Gifted Hanson P8. Oh, AJ. Such a shame, man. Such a shame. Oh, but guys, that is it from me today. And that is it from the DSL Racing League for this week. Thank you for all the likes and the shares on both the Facebook and the Twitch page. We really do appreciate it. We are a league that is trying to get out there. We are very new as well. And we all hope that you enjoyed the racing. And yeah, we will all catch you next Monday for the DSL Classic Championship. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, and we will catch you all later.